My never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
How is everybody doing? And welcome one more time to your favorite hot program, Talk Shop, where we tell the truth and let the chips fall where they may. Or we always say this though, truth crush your ass shall rise again. And before I go to the next one, let me tell you something very, very funny. You know, I met this guy at Cactus Creek and he was there with his girlfriend and both of them are from the UK, you know. So he told the girlfriend, you know this guy? The girlfriend said no. He said, you watch me, I'm going to get his attention. So he shouted from back, what time is it? When we train my knee, this nation time. See, yeah, the guy really knew how to get my attention. Catch it again, said, sure, I'll get his attention. What time is it? Yeah. So like you said, like I always ask, what time is it? And you always answer, it's nation time. All right. And trust me, the next episode, I'm going to give you the full details of the planned march. I'm taking my time because I want to sort things out very, very, very carefully. But trust me, what time is it? It's nation time. We're going on this nation time walk and I will be telling you some of the things that you need to know. But today, folks, you know, I have a good friend, may he rest in peace now. Whenever he wants me to calm down, I say, KSM, Ajubre. To calm the hell down, you know. So today, my stories are very interesting, but Ajubre. You know, the first thing I want to talk about today is something amazing that happened. Maybe it happens quite a bit, but I've never seen it happen. So for me, it was very, very new. And you know, I write scripts. As I was watching it, I was thinking about a script. And do you know the title of the script? A Miracle in Parliament. A Miracle in Parliament, or a Miracle at the Parliament House. Okay. Let me tell you, you know, there was this and it's all over the place. Everybody saw it, and it was a confrontation between MFA, Hardcastle, and the Honorable Anodopre.
I'm who? Why? What's the meaning of that?
What do you mean you are taking me on? What does that phrase mean?
You hold us micro.
But you are micro minority. That's when Asenio himself used that phrase.
Who deal with that?
I don't have time for
Who deal with that?
You think you can bully me here? Hey, Not this silly can come and bully me.
You heard the word she used. What called me silly? She called me silly.
Are you a silly child?
No. We will deal with this matter. You called me
Wait, I
silly.
don't have time for you.
Good enough. No. I'm not.
Did I mention your name? Why are you taking your hat on your head? Did I mention your name? You know you were fighting on TV about this, your seat. You are coming to select your
Please.
Did I mention your name?
You cannot call me silly.
Did I mention your name?
We have procedure.
Did I mention your name? You can carry a cross you want to carry.
And it was very, very interesting confrontation. And there are so many stories and there are so many angles. The bottom line is this, that MFA Hardcastle could have managed everything better and controlled her temper better. But Charlie, you guys sometimes don't just take names for granted. Or the Hardcastle. So she was hard as a Hardcastle, you know. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm not talking about what caused the fight. But the miracle after the fight, folks, it blew my mind. And I was like, wow, is this possible? First of all, let me tell you something. You know, our parliament can get very, very rowdy. You know, yeah, nay. And then the yeah said, the nay said, it does get rowdy. Sometimes it turns into a whole Jama session. Look at this. That's it, Joseph. Sometimes it's just drumming on the table. Take a look at the drumming.
No way, no way. No way, no way. No way, no way. No way, no way.
Honourable members, I suspend the House for 30 minutes. The House is suspended.
Quite a bit in Parliament, you know, and for once, when Hardcastle and Anodonpre had their tiff, and it entered Parliament for discussion, folks, it blew my mind. That's why I got the motivation for my script, A Miracle in Parliament. Why, folks? That was the first time I saw the beauty of bipartisan discussion. Oh, all the tempers were low, they were all moderate, they were talking, and each person was listening to each other, and I said, hey, this is Ghana Parliament. Take a listen to Haruna and how Haruna put it. So reconciliatory. Listen to Haruna Idrisu.
Mr. Speaker, as I listen to him, we only can appeal to him that we share what the Honourable Member for Damangu said, that this House must stand united, indeed unanimous, in condemning the conduct and in demanding an apology and a retraction of it. So to honourable members, we do not and we should not accept that conduct and that insult. Today it is him, tomorrow it may be you. That is why we must stand united in condemning it. But to honourable minority whip, I'm pleading with you, forgive her.
Wow, did you see that? Ajubre. This thing can happen to any of us. So ajubre, you know. And then Haruna with the NDC, and then there was a lady who spoke for the MPP. Very, very cool, talking about. Listen to her.
Actually happy. Yes, I was happy to see her appointment, that she had been appointed as the CEO of Petroleum Commission. I don't know the lady. I really don't know her. I've never spoken to her, but I was happy for her because here was a woman who was being appointed to a high position at the Petroleum Commission. So I was extremely happy. So that's why I was saddened to see what had occurred. I would advise her as a fellow sister to apologize and to retract.
I swear to God, this lady is returning you. Did you hear her tongue? Affirmative action. But I just wanted to see the level of cordiality and how everybody was ajubre in Parliament. And then let's go now again to hear about more of this debate. Listen to Adongo and the way he put his ajubre. Listen to Adongo.
The Women's Caucus, and I know Honorable Doyo is one of the leading members of the Women's Caucus, have also made an undertaking to intervene in the matter and ensure that the lady in question does the needful. All of us can fall victim to what the lady did, but once she has rendered the apology, even before this matter was raised on the floor, I think that her conduct should be mitigated and we allow sleeping dogs lie. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Fantastic. Arogo, my man. Now let's go to my main man, Abujinapo, and listen to what he said here.
Mr. Speaker, the issue or the concept of arrogance of power is one that I believe we should all be mindful of. Mr. Speaker, if you allow me, I will refer to the founder of the NDC himself, President Rawlings, who's had several occasions to make submissions and analysis of arrogance of power. And I think, Mr. Speaker, himself, in some of your official statements, you've underscored this point of the need for us to eschew arrogance of power. Mr. Speaker, this government is less than 1 month old. And I don't say this from a partisan lens, But I say this as a canker that we all should watch. Those of us who are the privilege of serving in the erstwhile government, the jury is still out there, how we conducted ourselves. Our colleagues can attest how we conducted ourselves. But those who've been given the opportunity and privilege to serve now, I think it's absolutely important that they be mindful that they are serving at the behest of the people. And therefore, they should serve in humility. And they should serve with respect. Just because the president himself, and I refer to President Mahama, has had multiple occasions to call on his appointees to eschew arrogance of power. His first swearing-in ceremony, which was the time he sworn in the respected Minister for Education and others, this was the theme, the major theme he spoke to.
I love what Jinapo said, man. Show him some love, man. he mentioned two particular leaders, and he said something. He said, you know, when you are in power, you should try and eschew arrogance. Some would say, when you are in power, you try and eschew arrogance. And he mentioned two leaders that he believes eschewed arrogance. And of all people, Abu Njapo talked about J.J. Rawlings. And when he advised, he said J.J. was advising us not to be arrogant. And talked about Mahama, that even the leader of the NDC, and how he eschews arrogance. Let me tell you, you know, folks, what hit my heart, man. Coming from an MPP MP to talk about how arrogance is no good. We say, hey! And I was just amazed. And he actually said, look, you're talking about arrogance. We have come from there, so we know what you're talking about. Don't go that path. Okay. And the only person who did not whip the line of reconciliation, reconciling was, I think it was the MP for Wijagbawe. He was starting the whole thing all over again to say, Charlie, you guys didn't see. Listen to what he said here.
Mr. Speaker, I was a witness in this matter. Mr. Speaker, I saw every step and every reaction and posture of the lady who is the subject matter of this discussion. Mr. Speaker, when she was given the opportunity to apologize, Mr. Speaker, her posture did not show anyone who had come in to show remorse. And Mr. Speaker, what my seniors did not know was when the minority leader, minority chief whip, had agreed to a third apology. Mr. Speaker, she did not see some of us on the corridor, and she made another very ill statement. That, Mr. Speaker.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And yeah, we're all trying to build the peace here now. You are also going to bring back all the issues. Anyway, but I also was very, very interested in what the Speaker of the House had to say. Mr. Honorable Bagman, this is what he had to say.
Comments of members. I will proceed to invite the lady concerned and to personally go into the matter and take the appropriate action. But let me state here once more. Without parliament, there is no democracy. Without respect for parliament and parliamentarians, there is no democracy. We are the protectors of the rights and the dignities of our people. If we ourselves are endangered species, then nothing is left for our country. This is not the first time, but before we ask for our pound of flesh, respect is earned. please, Appointments Committee, we have crafted rules of how Appointments Committee should conduct the business of public hearing. That is the term used, public hearing of nominees of the presidents. I'm not too sure there's reference to those rules in what I am witnessing myself. And I've received so many complaints from observers in Ghana and outside Ghana. This is an opportunity for me to draw your attention to it. That please, respect is earned. How we behave or misbehave will determine how the people will behave towards us or misbehave towards us. I am not referring to the complaint that they've just lodged, because I know the minority chief very well. And I know he has strong views, but he knows how to comport himself. So I'm not referring to this instant issue, but generally, members, you are referred to as honorable. Behave honorably.
Yeah, of course, I'm going to talk about how generally business should be conducted in Parliament so that they earn the respect. You know, you can't beg anybody for respect. You have to earn the respect. And so Bobby was talking about it's all in the conduct of how you do things. But let me say this. What really excited me was how cordial they all were. How tolerant they all were. For once, they were not shouting over each other. They were listening. They were listening to each other and making remarks and all heading towards one goal, essentially. Let us all ajubre so that we can all move forward. Wow! Well, this is just the advice I have, you know. Now that I can see that a parliamentary are capable of talking with maturity and deciding issues, I'm waiting for real issues to get there, not issues about somebody's upset about a fight. Or you conduct yourself well. But issues are going to be coming in, man. One of the issues that are going to be coming in is the 24-hour economy. Oh, I can't wait to watch that debate. So I'll be watching you. When you start that debate on the 24-hour economy, I'm going to juxtapose it with this one, and then we'll see how cordial, understanding, how you all were, whether you were listening to each other or fighting each other. We'll see, folks. Also, something I want you guys to start thinking about, man. Very, very important. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the mass deportation of Ghanaians in the US. I don't know. They say the number is around, whether it's true or not. This is 3 billion, some say 4, some say 7. I don't know. The bottom line is that plenty Ghanaians are illegal immigrants in the US, and they are all living in fear. I haven't seen any Africans being deported yet. They say it's coming down to them. But I want you to take a scan and look at how they treated the South Americans who had been deported, how they marched them all into the military aircraft. Let's watch how the people of Mexico were treated. Watch them. Folks, and understand this, all of these people were picked from their jobs. So they were working, then they come and pick you up. You don't have a chance to go home to go and shower and dress up. They just haul you straight into the aircraft. Watch the chains on their hands and their feet. How dehumanizing. Watch this. Ooh. Small jakpao. Watch this. And the people of Colombia also went through a similar thing at the hands of this deportation thing. Colombia people, look at them. They are not holding any bags. They are not holding anything. Just cast your mind back. Oh, some of these people have been there 10, 15, some 20 years. They haven't got to your home. They've got you right away. You're going home like the way you were born. You know, you're born without clothes. You die without clothes. Suddenly they're going home. Can you imagine? This is so sad, folks. Unless a miracle happens and Trump will change his mind about Africans, which I doubt, this is the same fate that awaits Ghanaians and Nigerians in the US. I'm telling you. For most of you who have had relatives who have gone for a long time, you haven't even heard from them, or they've gone mute. Ghanaians, Nigerians, some have gone for 5 years, 3. It's just ridiculous amount of time people have spent there not having come home. Can you imagine the army busting into your house and they pick you? You can't pick anything. You can't make any call. Straight from there to a military aircraft. Muko Ghana. So please, Parliament, this is something I'm also hinting. Maybe you want to start discussing it. You know, whatever we do, these are Ghanaian citizens. So, hey, they Japan, they have left Ghana, they are not in Ghana. All that we can say, it is true. But the bottom line is they are Ghanaians. And they're coming back. So Parliament, please, I want you, just like the way you dealt with the Hardcastle and Dombre conflict, with maturity and discussion, please put this on your table very, very ASAP, because they are coming. How do we accommodate them back into the society? I feel sad for some who don't even know where their houses are. Some have gone a long time. Even those who went away, who have been away for 3 years, when they come to Ghana, they will lose, or they won't find their way where they're going. That's what I mean. You know, and then imagine 10, 15 years plus, they don't know anybody, they don't even write family, because family is muhadri. When they write, you know, you go and beg for money. You don't know the hustle the man is going through or the woman is going through. They are hustling 2, 3 jobs plus part-time. And to all you do, actually send me this, send me that. They've cut everybody off. But sadly for them now, they have to come back. How are we going to accommodate them? Folks, this is what I'm talking about to Parliament, Pipacho. Believe it or not, these are all provisions you should start making, that when they come in, that influx of Ghanaians that we were not expecting. Already, they used to complain in Juma. The people are on the job crowd now, they have been told essentially the way things are crowd, won't get any raise the whole year or for a while. Don't expect any raises. People are even expecting to be laid off. And in the midst of all this, if even 1 million Ghanaians are deported and they jump into this fray, do you know what has happened? Amazing chaos. But Parliament, these are the things that you should now put on the table and start talking about how you accommodate the people who are coming. Because they are, I said, unless by a miracle Trump will change his mind. You know how the Mexican government just said they won't let the plane land? Unless we do that in Ghana. They give instructions essentially, these immigrants, we won't let them land in Ghana. That one I don't know. But unless we do something like that, we should get ready because they are coming. So start thinking of what you do, whether it's NADMO, what you set up, whether, I don't know. All I'm saying is, Mundes Kasiwe, very, very intelligently, because it is coming. It is coming, and I want you to discuss it the way. Now, I think you know how they always have case laws, or they have a case law that they put down for it to be the standard for people to know that it has happened before, and this is what we did. I think they are not on Hardcastle resolution in Parliament should be the standard. Okay, so these Ghanaians coming in who have been deported, that should be the standard. Discuss something, because unless we have a way of stopping Donald Trump, they are coming. Okay, now, you know, I said today, Ajubro, we are just talking, you know, and what has just come into my mind just now is a very, very good friend of mine, Vormawor. Me, I say everybody is a good friend of mine. Unless proving otherwise, I would time media, I assume you're my friend. Like my good friend, Vormawor, I think he was also hauled to Parliament just a couple of days ago. Because my understanding is that he published the post to the effect that the appointments committee was actually taking bribes from the ministers or the ministers who have been designated before allowing them to go through vetting. This is a serious charge, man. And so, well, of course, he was hauled to Parliament to prove. And from what I hear, well, he apologized and said that's not what he actually meant and something else.
Chair, I am saying here clearly that my post was not intended to disparage members of the committee, and I have not intended to say that members of this committee have received or demanded bribes from various individuals. At no point was my statement intended to communicate same, and for those reasons, I apologize.
Vormawor, you're an attorney, the patrol. An attorney, you know how the court works. The court doesn't work by what you say or even by what you know. The court works by what you can prove. And I don't know. That's court. Well, I guess the regular court, let me say that. It's not about what you have heard or one of my friends here say. It's not even about something you know, because it's about what you can prove. So I think that's why he went to court. And I hear that his attorney said, well, that's not what he meant, and there was an apology this, an apology that, and possibly a retraction, whatever.
We want to make it clear that we are here respectfully to apologize for the post we made.
But let me take this opportunity to warn all Ghanaians. Please, the fake news has become amazingly incredible. I think I saw something once, was it on Joy FM platform? I don't know, that Nanado had pardoned Atuisin, you know, and people were very, very happy. I remember even trying to reach somebody to find out, blah, blah, blah. And then I think a day after I heard it was fake news. Now, this is what I'm saying. Anything that a powerful station like Joy would put on their platform, nobody would assume that it's not true. Why? Because the Joy journalists we know have integrity, and they have maturity, and they have the professionalism to cross-check. Not once, so cross-check one, cross-check two, and verify. And once they verify, then they put it on their platform. So I can't blame people who just picked on their platform and also started blasting it on social media. Where do you get it? Oh, we had it on Joy or City or some very, very, very reputable platform. So I beg, let's really get into the habit, and I'm included too. Say I'm a vlogger and I talk a lot, but I'm advising all of us, including me, let us get into the habit of verifying. Otherwise we say, oh, it's alleged or something. But once we put the information out there and it is fake, and I told my friend of mine, I said there's nothing like fake news. They're only fake reporters. Did the news just get up and go into headlines and started jumping all over social media by itself? No. There were certain individuals, reporters, vloggers, bloggers, certain individuals who deliberately put that out. So they are the fake ones. So I told my friend, I don't know anything about any fake news. So I know about fake reporters, fake bloggers, and this thing can be so dangerous. So please, I'm begging you, all of you who swim on social media, because social media is where we all go swimming. As I sit here and I'm talking back, you have no idea how many times I have my eye on TikTok, Facebook. Check it, because you want to see what is happening. But I'm saying that most, or should I say some of the things out there, somebody gets up and he creates it and he throws it out there, and we jump on it, we latch on it, and it's all fake. So this is, I'm saying I'm just putting out there. Those who just throw things out there, it is very, very damaging. Let me tell you what fake news can do. Fake news. I can say confidently that in 2016, one of the reasons Mahama lost was the amazing onslaught of fake news. Just put it out there. I don't know. Oh, Mahama has a building, he has built a hotel in Dubai. Boom. And no. The word spreads like wildfire. You put it here today, tomorrow they're talking about it in Tamale, and in the Votary. Wildfire within seconds. Hey! Says in Mahama Hotel in Dubai. Crawford. Hey! I'm telling you, fake news, if we are going to allocate reasons for Mahama's loss, I'll put it that fake news was either number 1 or number 2. Very, very dangerous. Hey, they say what? Guinea fowls were flying in, they flew to Burkina Faso and all that. Fake news. I'm not talking about it, I'm just talking about the power of it. And how somebody lost a whole bit to presidency partly due to fake news. So that's how dangerous fake news has become. So the only advice I'll give is, what happened to evidence-based journalism or blogging or vlogging? Evidence-based. Based it on evidence. Evidence-based. For example, upon what basis was it put out there that the appointments committee is collecting bribes? That's something somebody knew or heard or assumed? It's not what you know, folks. It's what you can prove. And I'm not like a saint or anything. I'm in this, And do you know how many times sometimes we are going to cover something, and I thank God to the producer and director, I says, but KSM, is there any evidence of this? I say, well, you are producing, I'll leave that to you. He can go searching, and when he comes back and says, KSM, I couldn't find anything linked to this issue that we said. I say, okay, then we can't do that story. End of discussion. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's 100% true. The thing is that we don't have the evidence. We don't have the proof. And that's how life works. You must be able to back it up, prove it. If not, don't go into it. I beg. Okay? So, as part of Ajubreno, please, let us now do evidence-based journalism, evidence-based blogging, evidence-based vlogging, evidence-based anything that we want to do, because we have reached a stage in this country where it's very, very funny. One thing, the media is so powerful. Social media is very, very powerful. TikTok, don't underrate it. It's very, very powerful. If I frame any false story and I throw it on TikTok, it will be like circulated within 10 seconds across Ghana. Hey, have you heard this? And this one too, let me advise Ghanaians, please, not everything you read should be assumed to be true. Sometimes take a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and check before you forward. So that we say, and then the same day or later, they'll tell you, oh, Charlie, the thing you circulated, here's a false story. You are the false person. You are the fake one. To force something without even understanding or studying or verifying. You are the fake one. I don't believe in fake news. I believe in fake reporters, fake bloggers, fake bloggers. We are the fake ones. If I put out the story and it's fake, I am the fake one, not the story. Why is the story fake? I am the fake one. Anyway, Ajubre, please, let's start now really thinking of what we put out there. Very, very important. Okay, finally, something I want to talk about. You know, one time I was doing a program and I talked about, I remember way back. When I say way back, I just had show. When we were in secondary school, what you call SHS, I think so. I was in Form 3 then, so I think that's part of senior high school now. Way back then. When there are fights between two students, you hear one person can actually say, Napa, I'll prove to you that I am more stupid. I like it when they say thank you. Now, because what Jimmy? But damn, because what Jimmy? Make sure say Jimmy Zio. Even then, when I was 73 or SHS, I thought someone that was one of the most stupid things I've ever heard anybody say. There, I'll prove to you that I am more stupid. What about them? And it's funny, I'm talking about this when way back then. As long as MK is 72, 73 there, I'll prove to you that I'm more stupid. Now, fast forward from 72, 73 to 2025. And it has crept into our politics. Our senseless partisan politics is based on that foundation. Who is more stupid? Look at this. Perfect recent example. Mahama has come with the NDC. They said there have been so much loot. So I'm going to go after people who have looted the lands, the money, the resources, everything that has been looted. I am coming after you.
We'll launch an Operation Recover All the Loot to investigate, prosecute, and recover the proceeds of corruption. To investigate, prosecute, and recover the proceeds of corruption, no person found culpable will be spared. But let me say that the sword of accountability will cut both ways, against both past and the present government.
So NDC is so strong, we were going to recover all the loot. And then what did we hear recently? Nitiwul from the MPP, former defense minister. He said, oh, but you people, what are you talking about? The NDC gave away more lands than we did.
If there is anybody who has taken lands, if you put the two parties together, the NDC has sold more state lands to private individuals than the MPP.
I guess the NDC was more stupid, or they were, or the NDC can prove to them that they are more. I don't know. But here's a case of one was more stupid. Master, if Nitiwul, and you're a respected man, you're a former Minister of Defense, and you were in power for 8 long years, and if in the 8 long years you have discovered all the lands that were stolen by NDC people, and you kept quiet for 8 years, what is wrong with you? Or you kept quiet because so you steal some. You prove to NDC that we are more stupid, so you steal some. And when now they say we are going to investigate the cost of the lands, then say, I'm not the only thief, NDC too stole some. Come on, guys, let us grow up. Can we evolve more? When I talk about evolving, it's just I'm talking about our standards of thinking should be raised. Something that we were doing as kids in 1973, I'll prove to you that I'm more stupid. In 2025, we are doing in our parliament. And I'm not justifying that if the NDC stole more, they should go with the stealing, whatever they're stealing. No! Thankfully, that's why we have loot. Oral, I'm sorry. So, Nitiwul, take all the evidence you have and give it to Oral. And tell Oral, Chale Gidi Gidi, you say you are investigating the loot. Please, for 8 years that NDC was in power, this is what they did. So please, Nitiwul, give the evidence to Oral. And then publish it, make the day. Don't you have radio stations that are aligned with you? That is not what do you call it thing. It's anything new in Ghana. Radio stations are aligned. They are aligned between NDC, MPP, whatever agenda you have. Find somebody that's aligned to you. Go to the stations or go to the daily graphic that's supposed to be the national thing. Put it out there. So and so and so and so and so for NDC all looted. I'll ask you, so 8 years. Now here, you didn't say anything, so that what? But if you're looting, I haven't said it. Let me lose some, so that every 2 when I loot, you say it. But now you want to prove to me that you are more stupid. Charlie, you have to forgive me. So, folks, this is what I wanted us to discuss today. You know, I beg you, the Anodompre Hardcastle resolution in Parliament, I said it was classic. It was beautiful. Ajubre. Both sides, so that's the first time I've seen bipartisan discussion that was gentle and intelligent and calm and beautiful. First time. Maybe there are many times. First time, you know? So I'm saying, please use the Anodompre Hardcastle resolution principle to talk about important things that are going to be happening. Right now, I've kept quiet because they are still doing the selection. I want everything to be selected so we have all the ministers, we have all the parliaments and everything. That is when I can speak and speak intelligently. Because I can ask, why is the majority side half empty or fully empty, whatever. Now the thing should get to a certain level. But I'm saying that let us know that that is the way parliamentarians are supposed to behave. Bipartisan thinking, collaboration, making sure that you arrive at intelligent conclusions. The best thing we can do for Ghana. Because right now, we want Ghana to rise again. So that's the level we should go into. Talk about the Ghanaians that are expected. What are you going to do? Right about now, you should have some offices already now, just trying to determine by now, Charlie, we expect 7,000 Ghanaians to come. We expect we have the ability. That is what should be going on. Talk about it in Parliament. What do we do? Now that more than ever, here 24 economy. How do we do it to submerge all of these people? Anyway, folks, I'm ending my show today. And thank you for once again joining me. It's been Talk Shop. And today on Talk Shop, it was nothing but ajubre. Let's evolve. Let's start thinking productively. Guess why? Because we have a nation to build. And we will build this nation. And Ghana shall rise again.
PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal le Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.